Welcome back to the House of Bardot. Thank you so much for being here. This is some interesting energy that we are in currently, or whenever you're in this. If you're called to this, you'll be experiencing likely the same energy, whatever time and space you're in. That's been coming through a lot, just generally a lot about kind of these like time warps or time travel things, about like accessing different energies. So yeah, time could feel very different or interesting right now whenever you're seeing this. I want to note I saw the number 520, so May 20th could be significant, but also look up the angel number 520. I just looked it up briefly to give a little synopsis, and it was all about staying grounded during these current changes, which right now, the time that I'm currently in, it feels very significant. But again, whenever you're accessing this, staying grounded during these changes, not letting things really throw you off. It's like you're ready, you're prepared, you've been preparing for this. There may just be like funny little things that feel like they're trying to distract you or like get at you, but trust that it's because you're ascending, because you're raising your vibration. That's the way of like negative energy trying to come in and like keep you down when you're about to do something big. So trust that, just don't let the things get to you. Don't let it get you down. The number also said that changes may come about in unexpected or surprising ways. So there's definitely a message here of like staying open. It was also saying that like love and success were coming through in abundance. So if you want to look up the full meaning, check out Joanne's Sacred Scribes. She's my go-to source for all angel numbers. I love her site, and it's beyond wow. Okay, I just shuffled these, but I'm getting this one again, the box. Her site's amazing, so check that out for angel numbers. The box. See how there's like these interesting. Yeah, we got the box and the unseen side by side. So I got a hair on there. There's something here where it's like you have a talent to see outside the box, you see things. I'm hearing it in full color. You have a very unique perspective. And again, this is really what's going to be supported in this. Not only the age of Aquarius, but now that we're just coming, with this Uranus Kazemi, the energy again that you're connecting through to in this reading is all about expressing this unique vision. There may have been limitations in the past where you felt like it's kind of like coloring outside the lines. Like there were maybe limiting beliefs or certain structures that kept you kind of stuck in doing the same things. Yeah, it's like a repetitive again and again and again. But see this light in the middle? It's like you've accessed. I'm hearing this creation point, and see how it also there's like a little X. It's like X marks the spot. We keep getting this, but it's like something you're tapping into. There's this, I'm seeing also like a laser focus. You're focused on creation, you're focused on expression. And finally, like your ability to see outside the box, to see what others can't see, to see things in full color is going to be exalted. I'm hearing exalted at this time. It's a superpower. I want to get one more there. Interesting. The underworld. A few came out. We have the underworld. Aletheia. And the stone. I'm getting something about the Philosopher's Stone, alchemy. interesting. We keep kind of getting this thing where like the first two cards are very colorful, then we have like these black and white, but they all have like a little hint of color. Like that's in the middle. This has some color, just on those two dots, and this has some color. So it's like you're bringing life to things too, and that there could also be life coming back to things that you thought were over, whether it's like opportunities or relationships. Maybe things are circling back, things that you thought were done, but only if that resonates. It's not about going back to old things that aren't serving you, but only things that I'm hearing bring renewed life. Okay. Let's get one of our Sedona cards. I actually want to read the box. They keep showing me the box, so I want to read that really quick because there's something there for us. I keep seeing it as like something that's like collapsed into itself, like almost like those Marushka dolls, but it's like I'm seeing just the box collapsing, like something folding into itself. So again, it's like collapsing timelines. I think that angel number said something about things maybe happening even more quickly than you expect to. So that's what this feels like. It's like some kind of quantum leap, something where your creativity, kind of tying into yesterday's message, your creativity is this portal that's allowing you to collapse timelines and access these energies that I'm hearing we're off guard, off limits is kind of what I was trying to get at, but I heard off guard. Okay, so something may catch you off guard again, but in a good way. I just opened this first page. I'm seeing all this like treasure. There's something here about these, I'm hearing treasures untold. What are we looking at? The box. What are we looking at? Good question. That may be something here too, like what are we looking at? People may not understand your again, there's like a thing here like it's okay if people don't know what they're looking at with your creativity. Like it's not about I'm hearing it's not about what they're looking at, it's about what they see. Just heard a car horn. The box, page 44. Okay, so we've got the Ascended Master number there. Or, sorry, I think, what is 44? I think if those are all Ascended Master numbers, but it's a Master number 44, so maybe look that up as well. I'm seeing the Emperor in my third eye, and it's page 151, so we have another angel number there. Really all numbers are angel numbers, but they can be more specific when there's like some kind of repeating. Okay, yeah. The box, the cage, the rules, the norm. Thanks, Norm. I'm a guy, Norm, so. It says, we all live to some degree within the confines of the box. This archetype represents everything that is known, anticipated, and expected. It holds us in place while simultaneously holding us back from our greatest visions. The box is sneaky, insidious, and everywhere, limiting us at the most unconscious levels. It is built of layer upon layer of social constructs and pressures. Breaking through its confines requires awareness, continued effort, and bravery. The box may appear as expectations from parents, a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to stay small. There's a box around you now, made of some type of confining thought. What is it? The box shifts and morphs as we grow. This is part of its multi-layered nature. Once you break through one layer, another will present itself to you. Keep going. Breakthrough. Yeah, this is all about breakthrough energy. An exquisite life requires it. Wow, an exquisite life. Moving outside of the box is exhilarating and expansive, but destabilizing. So yeah, that's what we're getting back to with that angel number, staying centered amidst all of this change, because you're going outside of this big box. Others will wonder what you are doing and why. Yeah, that's exactly what we said. What are we looking at? You will too. This is part of the process. Oh, here's freedom coming up again. We got freedom strongly in yesterday's message. Everything within the box is known. Everything outside the box is unknown. That is why it is more comfortable to stay within its walls. Choose freedom. Okay. Thank you. Now let's get the Sedona message. Speaking of the box and speaking of, I just saw I have this little golden pig. This is connected to my ancestry. My last name is Czech. There's something here, you might be Czech, or look at his cute little face. He's like smiling at you. Look at that, how cute. You might be Czech, or this could be a sign for you to check into your ancestry. There's definitely a lot. I'm just kind of seeing the box too as like maybe repetitive ancestral patterns or behaviors or beliefs, and you're breaking outside of this. But there's also like this reference and this honor for some aspect that you may discover about your cultural heritage that may be surprising in a good, like something that you really like, or some kind of symbol that's significant for you. So potentially looking into your ancestry. 1155 there, yeah. More repetitive numbers. 111s are all about new, 5s are all about change, so a lot of like new changes, like stepping into a lot of newness. I'm hearing about the book The Year of Yes. It's a great book by Shonda Rhimes, all about starting to say yes to things. Like we can kind of default to saying no out of fear, or just literally out of habit, saying no. And that book is all about challenging yourself and the amazing things that can happen when you just start saying yes. Also, that movie Yes Man is very similar. Your homework could be to watch that movie or read that book. Bluebirds could be significant. Come on. These cards sometimes take a while to come out. We can wait. It's always a big message, so it's worth the wait. Okay, we got 4 cards. Dry Creek. Okay, I think that's the one we'll read because it's on top, but we'll see. Sacred space is found hidden in obscurity. Yeah, that's the one we're gonna read. Actually, they're giving me that's the only one to look at. These other ones are not for now. Okay, Dry Creek. Again, obscurity, something about doing something no one's done before, I'm hearing like going where no man has gone before, man or woman or they. It's like you're doing something truly innovative. Dry Creek. I gratefully receive the light being transmitted to me now in this card, and realize new potentials in the hidden depths and power to manifest abundance. My barren wastelands are productive tutors, etching crystalline patterns of resilience and faith in the matrix of adversity. This sacred geometry energizes my pathway as I travel along its points of light, and I am mindful of synchronistic connections and relationships that come my way. I center myself, that word's coming up again, I center myself in the light of love and align my intentions to wisdom with a grateful heart. Living springs of creative waters flow freely now along the parched causeways of my soul, dissolving all fear in its path, and I am unified in the oneness of the source of life. I am eternally now grateful to walk in this light. Yeah, so very much an energy of a renewal as well. We were talking yesterday about your creativity being nectar for someone, medicine. The cool thing about when we start to step into our uniqueness, our creativity, our authentic expression, which is also like our healing energy. Everybody has a healing, an energy that heals others. Not everyone, but it's like you have, we're all connected in different ways. But the power of that is as you heal yourself and as you, like your self-expression is healing to yourself and also to others. And as you offer your gift to others, you also receive the gift. So everything is reciprocal. That's why it's also like thinking about your gifts, especially spiritual gifts, healing gifts, great. It's interesting, I just got cut off. I didn't think my storage was full, but here we are. There's definitely energies trying to interrupt these messages coming through, but what I was saying there is just like it's thinking about your gifts, and if starting to think of it as bigger than yourself and realizing that in some aspect, by not sharing your creativity, by not sharing your healing gifts, your unique insights, you're actually doing a disservice to yourself and others, because you have all these talents and these perspectives and these experiences to be able to inform your soul's journey, to inform other people's journeys. We're all here to help each other and to grow. So that can be sometimes helpful to think of it bigger than yourself and to realize, to kind of take that, if that helps alleviate the fear potentially of like putting yourself out there, knowing that there's a reason that you have this calling, and there's, again, that everybody's unique perspective is needed. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, this again is affirming the abundance as you align with your purpose and you go towards that. This is kind of in reverse, I'm seeing resistance to going forward. As you release that and you move forward, the Chariot can be very fast moving, very balanced, and you're going towards this abundance. And it's not just monetary, I do see that, but there's a lot here of having like abundance of strong relationship. There's this little gnat like in my face. There could be something about, again, these little distractions, these little annoyances, but it's like try to just laugh it off. Fun fact though, that can also be something like when you're raising your frequency, you'll notice like different bugs and stuff you might be drawing more towards you, because they literally, and animals, like they sense the frequency. So just take that as a good sign if you can. But yeah, so I mean, and see this little, reminded me of the Caduceus. It's like there's, again, the healing here. I know that's not what that is, but I'm getting like wounded healer. There's also something about Chiron coming up, so maybe look up your Chiron placement. That could point to the key aspect of that will be helpful for you to focus on, to heal. That will then be the thing that you help others with. Just see if we have any last cards. King of Cups, Knight of Cups reverse. Yeah, look at this. I'm seeing this as like there's people who need this from you. They're like waiting on you to share your love, your light, your creativity. People who will accept it like with open arms. And look, yeah, thank you for that affirmation. Look at this. They're showing me the ocean. This bug, I swear. See the king, it's like this ocean is your gift. Your gift, you have such a depth of, you have so many talents, so much intuition, so much love, you know, to share. And it's like you're just sitting on this ocean of possibility. And it's like, look, this Knight of Cups is like in a drought. You see the river there? It's like this person, the situation, it's like in a drought. Their inspiration, their creativity, their life force in some ways is feeling run out. They need this inspiration that comes from your ocean of love and light and creativity. So it's like, seeing it in reverse, I'm seeing like that's speaking to that disservice. Like, if you thought of it in a physical aspect and you had an ocean of water and there's someone like, please, will you give me some water? You wouldn't say, no, you can't have any of this water. You know, it's like, would the king be afraid to share his water with this person? Like, I know that's kind of a funny analogy, but it's really bringing it home, where it's like, try to get outside of the ego fear of expressing yourself and realize like your gift, your light is needed. That's coming through very strong. It's like, who am I to deny them this, you know? 10 of Cups, yeah. So we'll end it on that note, 444. Thank you. 10 of Cups, look at all this. So much beauty and opportunity, harmony, connection. This can be a family card, but for me it's more so just like the ultimate. I'm hearing penultimate too. I forget what that means, but penultimate. I'm also seeing the rainbow as a rainbow bridge, so this could be a strong sign of if there's someone close that you lost, especially a pet, that's coming through strong. They're saying hello. They're giving you permission to move forward from this place of grief, because this grief could be what's been holding you back. It's not that you'll ever stop grieving or you'll ever fully heal from this. There will always be that wound there, but trust that they're giving you permission to forgive yourself. Whatever you need to connected to their passing. They want you to experience this. They want you to have this 10 of Cups. They want you, I'm hearing, to have the most exuberant life. You've been getting messages from them. Trust that that is them showing up. That is them encouraging you. Wow. And yeah, all this rainbow energy, so much here about uniqueness, about self-expression, about literal, potentially artistic expression or intuitive, you know. There's so many ways it can show up, but trust where you're being guided. Trust that you have so much support, both in the physical and from the other side. All right, we're about to run out of time once again, literally, so I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here.